So Aaron Kyro is now deleting comments. Yeah, you heard that right. Aaron Kyro is now deleting comments on all of his posts that are talking anything negative about him. Why is there negativity around him? Well, if you don't know, I'll just give you a brief summary of what's been happening over the last few weeks. So recently, Braille has closed down the warehouse, which is the Braille house, which is where the Braille team would skate and also make videos. Now, this caused a lot of discourse between the Braille team and Aaron, and also the fans. And it wasn't just because he closed the Braille house, it was because of how he did it. He seemingly done this just out of a panic, and because he had ran out of money, as he says in his video, to run the Braille house itself.
You guys must know that I did everything I could to save the Braille house. I literally took out a loan on my house. It was a home equity line of credit, and I've just been paying the warehouse rent from that. But there is a point where that breaks and that no longer can work. And we've hit that point, and we had to do something. So you know what happened.
Now, that would be all well and good, but then he started blocking people such as Ricky Glazer and Nigel that basically kept the channel afloat for about 3 years while he was away doing a Scientology course. Now, after this, he came out with an apology and everybody hated it. In fact, I'm pretty sure it has a really big dislike ratio. Last time I saw it, it had like 46,000 dislikes to 4,000 likes or something stupid like that. It's ridiculous. I think if that happens to you, and you were like beloved beforehand, you've definitely done something wrong. Now, in today's video, I just want to talk about Aaron Kyro himself and why I personally think he just does not care about the situation, and also a few other things that I'll go into in the video. Now, let's start off with Aaron Kyro's apology. Well, I say apology, more just, you know, saying his piece and then just leaving. He doesn't give a lot of context in his apology video. The gist of it is he says that he can't afford the Braille house anymore. He even took out a loan and he's tried his best to keep it afloat. And he also says that he didn't even think about the team when he was closing the thing down. He just says that he panicked because he got a letter from the landlord and he didn't want to pay an extra year, which is fair enough. Okay.
But I'm sorry, and that was my bad, and I freaked out. I just went, they literally said, either you get out by July 5th or you're going to be paying the rent until October 2026, I believe was the date. October 2026.
It's his business at the end of the day, and it's also his money. Even though the other people have been making the money for him, you know, they are under contract. Now, this isn't what actually bothers me the most about the situation here. The thing that bothers me the most is how he couldn't afford it. Now, a lot of people in the comments are speculating that he's wasted all of his money on Scientology, because Scientology is known for, you know, being a religion that you pay a lot of money for. And he is also known to have given nearly $1 million to Scientology. I think it's like $750,000 he's given to Scientology. And I found this bit of information out here through this comment who told me to go check out Skate or Die. Now I'm going to show you the clip here just to kind of, you know, give my point a bit of a backbone.
Anyways, a lot of criticisms have been directed at Aaron Kyro, not only for supporting Scientology, but also pushing his fans to support it too. Specifically, there's a clip out there where he claims that Scientology made him a good skateboarder.
Before Scientology and after I was learning tricks a lot easier. Things were just coming to me a lot easier with less effort.
This is frowned upon because most of his audience is made up of young minds who are very impressionable and might think that that's what they need to do to get good at skateboarding. In fact, he goes far enough to say that Scientology is the source of his self-confidence and his self-esteem. Aside from that, there was that one time when he donated $750,000 to a Church of Scientology, and then went ahead and asked his fans to donate $200,000 to save the skate park they made in Montana, when he could have just not donated nearly $1 million to Scientology and been able to save his skate park 3 times over.
Now, as you can see, they said that he spent £750,000 on Scientology. And then not long after that, had asked for donations of £200,000 to revive a skate park, basically to keep a skate park alive. Not being funny, if you really cared about the skate park, maybe you shouldn't have given nearly $1 million to Scientology. Seems like a bit of a waste of money to me. But, you know, who am I to judge? It's your money, I guess. But that being said, it kind of gives the comments about him spending a lot of money on Scientology a bit more of a backbone, you know? Like, as he's already proved that he does that, surely he has continued to do that. And $750,000 isn't a small amount of money. I don't know specifically how much the Braille house costs to own, but I feel like $750,000 would be a decent chunk towards that, you know? And then he wouldn't have been in this issue in the first place. Now, one of my main issues as well with his video here is just the way he comes across. You know, he doesn't come across as genuinely upset or sorry. If anything, he just looks kind of annoyed that the fans aren't happy, probably annoyed that the people that were working for him are also not happy. And these people have every right to not be happy. They have wasted 10 years of their life, okay, dealing with this guy, dealing with this channel. And yes, I see a lot of comments saying that this channel gave them their break, and they're completely true. Of course it did. Braille's huge. Over nearly 6 million subs, which is now dropping, by the way, due to all this. But that still doesn't make the situation right, you know? I think people need to understand that these people have worked their arse off, okay, to build this empire here, right, for Aaron Kyro, even when he was away. And now it's just been ripped away from them because one guy couldn't afford to run the business anymore because of some silly decisions that he has made with his money. Like, they had no control over this. If anything, a lot of these people were probably known last minute as well. And not only that, to rub salt in the wounds, they didn't even get to say goodbye to the park itself, which is where they spent most of their time. Like, there's going to be a lot of memories there. So for the people saying that it's no big deal, maybe put yourself in their shoes for 2 minutes. My final issue with this video here is basically him saying that he doesn't really want to post any of this drama stuff on the Braille channel.
I'm going to address every single thing that occurs in my personal life. My personal life is my personal life, and I'm going to keep Braille skateboarding about skateboarding, specifically teaching, motivating, and inspiring.
Now, I completely understand that he wants his channel just to be all about skateboarding, you know, and positivity and everything like that. It's his channel. Do whatever you want. But here's the issue here. Because you're not addressing the situation, people are left to speculate, and they also feel like they deserve an explanation because they've been supporting you for years. Now, you don't even have to explain it on the channel. There's plenty of other ways that you could explain certain situations through other platforms, such as Instagram, Twitter. You don't even have to make a video, you can just type it. But for you to not address the actual situation here and not actually feel any remorse for what you've done, that's pretty shitty. Now, some people might have agreed with him in his video, and that's completely fine. And maybe he is being genuine here, and I might be reading too much into it. But what doesn't sit right with me is that he's just going about his channel like nothing's happened. And I feel like a lot of people have the same issue here, as you can see by the dislike ratio to like ratio on all of these new videos. Now, I was going to go through all the comments through these videos and post on Instagram and stuff like that, but he's seemingly been deleting these comments and also has put these to limited comments only on Instagram. So he knows that this shit's going down. He knows that he's getting loads of hate, and he's just trying to hide it. He's trying to run from all the hate. And that's just not the way to do it. If anything, that just makes you look like an asshole. You clearly don't want to address the situation head on, okay? Maybe don't get in the situation to begin with. It just makes you look like a really weak person when you do things like this. How are people going to respect you as a creator or as a person if when you make a mistake, okay, you don't just own up to it and apologize properly? You just run from it instead and delete your comments. That's just a big no-no. You're blocking people, you're deleting comments, and you're just carrying on like nothing's happened. Where do you think that's going to get you? Not very far. Now, I know that there's going to be fans of Braille here, and they're going to be in the comments as well, and they're going to be pretty upset with the things that I'm saying. And that's fine. Okay, you can love Braille for the rest of your life. You can watch Braille, no one's stopping you. But you can't deny that what he's done to Nigel, Ricky, JD, Glow, all of these people is just disgusting. Like, without them people being there, I feel like this channel would have just become completely irrelevant. And you can see that now by the view count that he is getting. Now, inevitably, there's going to be more stuff that comes out about this situation. I just know there will be. Other skaters are probably going to talk about this. I see a clip of Jason Park going about on YouTube as well. I think it's been taken out of context here. I don't know where the full video is. I'll put the clip up here.
I think like a lot of people are ignoring the incredible opportunities that Braille gave to so many skaters throughout its I don't know, its existence, I guess.
I don't think this has got anything to do with this situation. Like, I have no clue. I can't find the full video, but I think it has been taken out of context, as in the comments people were saying that. So if you do see this, don't take it at face value. Maybe try and look for the full video. I just thought I'd put that in there in case people are start hating on Jason Park. I don't think that he's got anything to do with this situation. Now, before I end this video, there is one more thing that I want to talk about, which is not very relevant to the situation that's happening in Braille right this second, but I feel like it's relevant to say because it's important. And this is about Carlos Lastra, or Lastra. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Now, for those of you that don't know, he was dropped by Braille very quietly under the rug, and this was due to him talking to minors and drinking on the job. Now, Aaron Kyro has gone to the police about this and has put in a police statement about it, but the issue here is none of them have addressed it on the Braille channel. Okay, like the other team don't really need to address it, but Aaron himself should have addressed this. And some people might be wondering why they should address it, and the reason being is because a lot of kids watch this guy. If they don't know what's actually happening, okay, they don't know what he's done, they're still probably going to be supporting him. Now, if this stuff is true, what he's done, okay, that's very, very serious and disgusting, and kids should really be staying away from him, but they should also be told to stay away from him. Now, I think that's very important. Like, I know that Aaron doesn't like to bring drama to the channel, but like I said, you can put this anywhere else, okay? Anywhere else where you know people are going to see it. You don't have to you don't have to have this on your channel, staying in your channel. You can have this on your Twitter. You can have this on your Instagram. At least warn the people. Like, you have a lot of kids watching your channel. This is a very kiddie channel that people go to, you know? And if you haven't told people about this, then that's pretty shitty. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
My name's Aaron Kyro. I'm a sponsored skateboarder from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I owe you an apology.